Yeah. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jorge Prats Field here for another exciting soccer game between the Knox College Prairie Fire and the St. Norbert College Green Knights. This game is for the Midwest Conference Championship. Alongside Nick Pillar, I'm Joey Salazar, and we're excited to get this match underway. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here as St. Norbert will start with possession. Number 4, Johnny Winkler on the ball for the Green Knights. He passes up. Picaris with an excellent defensive header, but St. Norbert quickly regains possession.
And we are underway here for the men's Midwest Conference Championship game. That's downfield. It's going to be controlled by Raleigh Berry. He's going to send it over to Sebastião Eka. And a little collision. That's going to be a foul against St. Norbert. That's going to be a free kick for the Prairie Fire. I think they're starters right here. And this is Raleigh Berry who's going to take the free kick. Berry sends it in. A nice ball. Headed by Min, but cleared by the Green Knights. That's Lucas Picaris who's going to try and push in the middle, and it goes right back to him. He's going to send another one in. Adetayo on a Fiore with the header. And it's going to be way outside, but nice look for the Prairie Fire. And the Green Knights now have control.
Nick, you'd love to see the Prairie Fire getting some attacking opportunities early in this game.
Yeah, like yesterday in their game versus Monmouth, the Scots did a really nice job of controlling possession. The Prairie Fire had to wait and be patient to be aggressive, but it looks like Norbert has a more aggressive play style, so the Prairie Fire are going to be able to attack early and often. Now it's June Min. Min to Rafael Adiemi. Adiemi with plenty of space. He's going to swing it out to the opposite side of the field to Adetayo. And that's going to be a foul against Adetayo. That's going to be a free kick for the Green Knights.
struggling.
And a Green Knights player slow to get up, but he's up now. And he looks to be okay. The Knights are going to send this into the box. Good ball here. Defended well by the Prairie Fire. Shot for St. Norbert, but it's going to go outside. But the Green Knights now are going to control the ball. Now June Min with the nice interception is going to come up with it, but back to the St. Norberts, and a strong shot from number 21, Max Sensky, over the crossbar. What is it?
Diet Coke.
No, it's Adiemi's going to let it go over the touchline. He's going to be there for a throw-in.
Yeah, me and Nick will take it. They gave me 3 flies.
Eka throws it in. This is Adetayo.
How can you give you so much extra food?
That's out of bounds against the Green Knights. A throw-in for the Prairie Fire. And Adiemi heads it to Adetayo. Adetayo trying to get around his defender. Quick footwork. And a nice cross-in from Adetayo, headed by Min, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Knights.
Much salt today. I know. You went to McDonald's and we're getting a cold.
And a little bit of a confusion here.
Oh, no, it's not.
And Adetayo gives some love to the head referee. Free kick now for the Green Knights. Good ball in the box.
Oh,
And caught by Freire.
that was a shot. Okay, well, I don't know if that's literally what I got.
Seriously?
Are you putting it down as a shot?
Yes.
Okay.
6.
Yeah. When I said that, I meant
Punching
just like
people
dang, like a rocket. But
Yeah, this is gonna be a food.
And Norbert continues to control possession this game.
Robert's pretty good, aren't they?
There's a throw in for the Prairie Fire. This is Lucas Piqueras. Nice header by June Min.
Who did he punch?
And nice stop by Adetayo to intercept that ball. And now it's Rafael Adiemi. Adiemi with that killer speed. Cross in the middle, trying to find Min. But it's cleared out by number 4, Johnny Winkler. Oh.
Barely.
Barely.
Chase Young suspended. No.
Now it's June Min with the shot and a huge reflection there. Vision there by Lucas Piqueras and number 10, Ben Pronge. But both players are fine. Play goes on.
Go Dogs. RBU. because they're playing in Georgia. The SEC championship.
Running back you, baby.
That's headed by Zerang. That's Rafael Adeyemi to Adetayo Adefioye.
God, he's so fast. Get him, Martin. Get that draw out. The goalkeeper's a freshman.
He is for me.
Really? Is he actually like our age, or is he like?
Joel.
He's a man.
Yeah, he's a first year.
I didn't know if he was like 20.
Oh.
He's a freshman.
No, he's like
He just
Younger
turned
than
18
us.
before he came.
Wow. We play Raft.
That's Ashton Zerang to June Min. That's Martin Garcia back to Lucas Piqueres.
He was playing. He was playing. You know they're gonna take it.
Piqueres heading to Martin Garcia. And that's going to be awarded to the Green Knights.
Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. Good play. Sir, that was late.
And it's going to be a late call, but a foul on number 6, Ashton Zerang.
Thank you.
Get that on the mic, bro. It's working, isn't it?
I don't know.
Hmm?
It was a working women's game. They just turned static the entire time.
Really?
While Adam was talking.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
probably a
know.
good thing, anyways.
I can't either. It might be 5, but it is okay.
There's a free kick. It's going to be a shot on goal and a wonderful save by Joao Friere.
Right.
That was pure class there by Friere. It's going to be a corner, though, for the Green Knights. First corner of the game. What?
Almost as good as I was.
Now headed by Benelli.
I've never said that in my life.
Oh,
Even though I almost went there.
Now it's Seth Bolt. Passes it back to number 17, Lucas Rojas. Now it's Dominic DeMaria. Back to Max Sensky, and picked up by Friere in the side the box.
Louisiana State University.
Nobody says that though.
Now it's Max Sensky. Ashton Zerang intercepts it, trying to find June Min, but taken by Johnny Winkler. Now it's Lucas Rojas. Back to Daniel Seekings.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys use Alabama's.
Now Raleigh Berry is able to clear it.
I realized that. say it. I still didn't say it. I just skipped that.
We don't do anything.
No, we said we have Big Sandy Delight as our song.
Yeah, it is.
I know, but you do the Alabama.
And headed by Adetayo. June Min with the header. Nick Janulis has some space. He's going to take a shot. Another shot. Oh, and wide left. A tremendous look for the Prairie Fire. Nick Janulis, who had 2 goals yesterday in the semifinal matchup against Monmouth College. Wide left there. The great defense by the Green Knights. As number 4, Johnny Winkler, had a goal-saving deflection there.
17.
Now June Min with a nice touch. Oh, and there's going to be a foul against number 4, Johnny Winkler, as there was a collision between Winkler and June Min. And that's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards out. And Garcia sends a ball into the box. Headed Janulis, but picked up by Josh Koleski.
Man.
This is going to be a free kick for the Prairie Fire. Going to be taken by Raleigh Berry. Sent downfield by Berry. And knocked out of bounds by Evan Watska.
And you know, Nick, this first half has really just been all Prairie Fire so far. So they've had the better chances, and they've come close to scoring a couple goals here.
Yeah, but you could also make the same argument for the Green Knights, as they have 1 shot so far, and it is 0-0 still. And a little miscue by the Knights inside the box, but Josh Koleski is there to collect the ball. And Garcia trying to find Adetayo, but the Green Knight defense has it. And intercepted, though, by the Prairie Fire. This is Martin Garcia with a nice leading pass to June Min.
He kicked it off him.
But the Norbert defense, number 21, Max Sensky, is there to stop the Prairie Fire advance.
I want to buy one of those parkas. They look warm.
Now it's Rafael Adiemi.
Look cold. Look cold. Keep moving your
I always do that. And a little miscue by the Prairie Fire, and the Green Knights have control.
Drake, be patient and just keep it, son. Patience
We can
and keep
actually
it,
see
Drake.
during this game. We don't have the guys standing there.
Fine, huh? There you go, Daniel. There you go, Daniel.
Oh.
Simple, simple.
And the Knights really have had possession lately. They're trying to find the back of the net, but good defense by the Prairie Fire. That's Martin Garcia. Knocks it out of bounds.
Drake, hey, just keep it. Keep it. Don't force it. Daniel, keep it.
And close call, but picked up by Joao Freire inside the goal.
Drake. Every time. Rojas. That's ours, Drake. Yeah, Drake. Control. Come on, White. Come on, White.
Out of bounds for a out of bounds for a Prairie Fire free. Excuse me, Prairie Fire throw-in.
It's Francisco over there, dude.
And keep the ball.
And a nice header by Lucas Piqueres. And a hard collision there between June Min and number 20, Daniel Seekings.
Hold it. What are we at, Nick? What are we at?
23-47. Do I have the Fox Sports app on here? Why was my phone almost dead, D? Oops. I don't want to no more.
Dude, why isn't he changing the color?
Wait.
Channels. Fox FS1.
Ooh, jeez. Baby Lucas?
Where's FS1, dude?
And Adetayo tries to go up for that, gets undercut, but no foul called. And that'll roll all the way out of bounds, and that'll be a Green Knight throw-in.
Oh, LSU.
Adetayo on the ball here. An excellent turn, gets around his defender, beats another man. He's just dancing in the midfield now. Passes it to Piqueras on the right side. Let's see what he can do. Gets it to June Min. Plays a little 1-2 game. Holds it up. He's getting held. No foul called. And that'll roll out of bounds. And it'll be a St. Norbert throw-in. Knox bench asking for a foul call there, but the ref didn't see it, and we move on.
Dude, we don't Don't get Fox.
Ashton Sarang defending for the Prairie Fire.
This isn't even Illinois. This is
Martine Garcia wins it to June Min. And an attempted through ball for Nick Janulis is scooped up by the goalkeeper, and St. Norbert will regain possession.
triple over.
Alessandro Bonelli will clear that out of Prairie Fire territory, but St. Norbert intercepts the clearance, and they'll bring it back into Prairie Fire territory. Winkler on the ball for the Green Knights. Jude Min trying to win it, but Winkler will take it around him. And he'll play a through ball that Friere will scoop up. Adetayo on the ball. Gets around his man. Plays a through ball in direction of June Min. It's a foot race for the ball. And it'll be a corner kick for the Prairie Fire. Couple substitutions here. For the Prairie Fire, number 14, Joey Dorgan comes on for number 19, Rafael Adiemi. And for the Green Knights, number 12, Brandon Diorio comes on for number 17, Lucas Rojas. A cross comes in. Piqueras gets a header on it, and he goes just over the crossbar. An excellent opportunity for the Prairie Fire. However, time will be stopped here as Piqueras looks to be a little shaken up on the play. Piqueras seems to be all right after the collision, and we'll resume play here. Adetayo trying to win it for the Prairie Fire. Both teams fighting for possession. Seb slides in, and they'll say it went off Seb and goes out of bounds with a Green Knight throw in. Green Knights racing down the right wing. And he'll take a deflection, and they'll retain possession. A throw-in lobbed in the box that Martin Garcia will send out. June Min takes that to Nick Janulis, who flicks it to Joey Dorgan, who attempts to pass that to Adetayo Adefioye, but it will go out of bounds, and the Green Knights will have a throw-in. Green Knights playing in their own half. Winkler will have the ball. To Manisi, passes it on to Vandermouse. Dorgan wins it, flicks it on the direction of Janulis and June Min. And that ball will be passed out of bounds, and
Ew. Those are so.
Sensky will take the throw in for the Green Knights. And we have two substitutions for Knox here. Number 3, Pedro Mora, and number 16, Quadro Lawal will come in, replacing number 7, Jun Min, and number 10, Adetayo Adefioye. Seeking's on the ball. He'll pass it up the right wing to Diorio, but De Maria takes over. He'll pass it back to Winkler. Winkler looking for options. He finds Seekings, who will play it back to him. Really can't get anything going here, can Norbert. They pass it up to Di Maria.
Check in.
Thank you.
Thanks, B.
Seekings plays it back again. Norbert playing very conservatively here. Janulis with a nice pass to Zarang. Zarang looking for options. Tries a little chip pass to Joey Dorgan. Ball's bouncing around in the Knox territory. A header, but Freer will be able to pounce on that safely, and Knox will avoid the danger there. Karis racing up the right wing. He'll play a long ball in for Quadro, but he's way too much power on that, and Koleski will simply take that in and play it out from his box. Great tackle by Ashton Zarang there. As the Prairie Fire will take possession, Joey Dorgan racing up the middle. He'll play it wide to Martin Garcia. Garcia will find Quadro on the right wing. Quadro looking to make something happen. Couple of fancy moves there. Tries to get around his defender, but is unable to. However, the ball passes right back to Ashton. He'll take a first-time shot, and that'll be just a bit outside. Coming into the game for the Prairie Fire is number 11, Jake Toddy, who will replace number 9, Nick Janulis. Ball's up in the air, and they're going to call a foul on number 14, Joey Dorgan. And Norbert will try to take this quickly, which they do. Winkler sends it up the pitch in the direction of number 9, Mitchell Scholes. But a foul will be called. They'll whistle Scholes on the foul, and Knox will take over possession. Martin Garcia flicks that on to Joey Dorgan, who in turn flicks it in the direction of Jake Toddy, but Norbert clears it. Quadro will pick it up. He'll pass it to Joey Dorgan. Dorgan takes it to his left. He'll play it back to Eka. Eka looking for options. Sends a long ball in the direction of Quadro. Quadro's just unable to get there, though. Excellent vision by Seb, but just a little bit too much power on the pass, and Koleski will collect it for a goal kick. Dorgan coming up, wins the header. Pedro Mora fighting for it, unable to win it, however, and now Norbert's racing down the right wing, looking to perhaps cross this into the box, but looks like Eka knocked that out of bounds, and Norbert will have to take a throw in. They take it quickly. Trying to look for something here. Plays it back. Martin Garcia with an excellent interception, and now Knox is off to the races. Looking to perhaps get a counterattack going here. He'll pass it to the left of Pedro Mora. Pedro will pass it up to Jake Toddy. Toddy's got options here if he wants. Pulls it back. Still on it. Sends an excellent cross in the middle. Trying to find number 14, Joey Dorgan. Ashton gets it. Tries to pass it up, but read by the Knights. And now they are on the counterattack. Ashton does a great job of tracking back and wins the ball. An excellent tackle from Ashton there. And the rest going to say play on as looks like Quadro tripped up there. Norbert will have possession. It's number 21, Max Sensky on the ball now. He'll play a long ball that Seb is able to flick back towards his own box. Lucas will get there before it goes out of bounds. And he'll just send this one all the way up the pitch. And number 10, Ben Pringe, will send that out of bounds. And it will be the Prairie Fire ball. Martin trying to get it. Unable to win it, though, and now Norbert will take possession. Raleigh Berry will make a great read. He'll pass that to number 11, Jake Toddy. Toddy trying to find Quadro. Unable to do so successfully. Lucas with an excellent vision. Comes up to intercept that pass. Quadro will dump it off for number 23, Martin Garcia. Sends a ball in the direction of Jake Toddy. Unable to corral it is Toddy, and now Norbert will gain possession. DeMaria on the ball. He'll try an outside of the foot through ball to number 9, Mitchell Scholes, who takes it, sends it back in. Playing a little give and go game here. That ball is cleared out for a throw.
Here we go, boys. Here we go, White.
An opportunity here for the Knights. It's a rebound and great deflection by, it looks like Ashton there. The Prairie Fire had an empty goal after that first save by Joao Freire, and they did a great job of deflecting that away. And that ball is clear from danger. Not for long, though, however, as Norbert regains possession. It's number 5, Vandermouth on the ball here. Picaris marking him. He takes it around Picaris. Across, but nobody's home for the Knights, and it'll roll all the way out of bounds for a Prairie Fire throw-in on the other side of the pitch. Toddy hasn't. Flicks it on with his head. Still maintaining possession. Takes it around his defender using his speed. Now it's a foot race for the ball. Norbert wins it, and they're going to kick it off. Toddy will be a Norbert throw-in. Ball's flicked on. Joey Dorgan's going to win it, however. Tries to find Toddy. Toddy gets it. Pass it to Pedro. Pedro tried to find him on the give and go, but Norbert intercepted that, and they'll clear it out of their own box. Raleigh Berry with an excellent header to Martin Garcia, who in turn flicks it on in the direction of Pedro Mora. Norbert clears it, but Seb is right there. Seb cutting up the middle of the pitch. He'll send a wide ball out to Quadro. Not able to find him, though. And now it's Bolt on the ball for the Knights. Back to Winkler. Winkler's going to play it along to his fellow center back, number 20, Daniel Seekings. Seekings in turn will play it to his right back. And they're going to call a foul here. They're going to call a foul on the Green Knights here. Looks like Seb was fouled. And Raleigh will take that free kick for the Prairie Fire. Lucas Piqueras has it now. He'll play a through ball in the direction of Toddy. Not going to work, though. And Ali takes that up. And Pedro brings that down to Joey Dorgan. Joey will cut it back. Played across to number 23, Martin Garcia, but well read by number 12, Brandon Diorio, and Martin fouls him. Norbert will take it quickly. A little outside of the foot pass. That is well read by the Prairie Fire. However, collected by the Norbert left back. He'll play it to the ball. Excellent little body feint to maintain possession. Martin has it, but immediately given up to the Green Knights. Ollie with a great job of tracking back and getting that clearance. And Knox really just scrambling to clear it out of their own territory right now. And a little miscommunication by the Green Knights as that ball will roll over the touchline and it'll be Prairie Fire throw-in. Joey Dorgan on the ball now. He'll pass it along to Mora. And Koleski will collect it for the Green Knights. He'll play it short. Knox pressing. Norbert does a nice job of dealing with that press, and now they'll take it up the right wing. A long through ball that Benelli heads out. But it will go out for a Green Knights corner kick. That ball's headed out, collected by Norbert. Norbert trying to make something happen here, but excellent defending by number 4, Raleigh Berry. Bouncing ball here in the midfield that Ashton's the ring finds. An excellent pass to Quadro. Quadro with some fancy footwork. Trying to get to Toddy. Toddy's getting held in the middle, and yeah, they're going to call that a foul.
Man, take my date first.
And number 3, Pedro Mora. And number 14, Joey Dorgan look to be lining up for this free kick. And we know how much of a danger that Pedro Mora is on these free kicks. He scored a nice one a couple weeks ago from just about this spot and looking to do it again. Pedro with a low shot, trying to go under the wall, but unsuccessfully. And that'll be a handball, and Knox will get possession here. A fortunate break for the Prairie Fire there is looked to be number 16 Jared Mefford who committed the foul. Now the Prairie Fire will have another free kick opportunity just outside the blocks. Pedro Mora and Martin Garcia lining up. Martin will take it. A shot and an excellent save by the Norberg goalkeeper. Full stretch in the top left corner to make that save. And a card given to number 11, Jake Toddy, and Norberg will take possession with just under 20 seconds left in the half as this one winds down. Been an exciting contest so far. Great opportunities for both teams and some great saves made by both goalkeepers as we are
10, 9,
approaching the end of the half here.
7,
And
6,
your score is Knox College 0, St. Norbert 0. Come back in about 20 minutes and join us for the second half of this contest as we try to determine who will be the winner of the Midwest Conference Championship. Hey! And ladies and gentlemen, as time winds down here at the end of halftime, welcome back to your men's Midwest Conference Championship game between the St. Norbert College Green Knights and your Knox College Prairie Fire. Along with Nick Pillar, I'm Joey Salazar, and we're excited to get this game back underway. Both teams had plenty of opportunities in the first half. Some outstanding saves made by Knox's goalkeeper, Joao Ferrier, and St. Norbert's Josh Koleski. And hopefully Knox can put across a goal here and get something going.
It's on.
And play is underway as Zarang sends it downfield to the Norbert defense. Now it's Sebastian Eka with a nice header. It's Caden Etzel. Taken away by Zarang, but there's going to be a foul called. I know, I saw it. You see what I said? I said that's terrible. Sent in the box for the Green Knights. A great ball, but headed out by Zarang. And Piqueres does a nice job sending it in the air. That's Piqueres to Adeyemi. It's going to be taken by Drake Vandermouse, so. Now it's Max Sensky to Lucas Rojas. Taken by June Min. Back to Piqueres. Headed by Janulis. A great pass to Aratayo, but yeah, it's going to go out of bounds for Green Knights goal kick.
Yeah, Lucas, in the rhythm. Here we go. In the rhythm. Hey, come on, boys.
Interesting. Superb. Excellent.
No, it's Drake Vandermus to trying to find Caden Etzel, but Lucas Piqueres is there. Ashton Zarang tips it out of the way, but still Caden Etzel. Now it's Lucas Rojas. He'll pass back to Johnny Winkler. Headed by Raleigh Berry. Now it's Adetayo. Adetayo using his speed. Now it's Martin Garcia. Garcia up to June Min. In the middle to Adetayo.
That's selfish.
And he's going to take a shot. It's going to be wide right, though. It's going to set up a goal kick for the Green Knights. And
Joel, that's too high. Come where you can find it. Go for it. Deeper. Not here. Deeper to the right. That's face.
And Bryce Harper has a moment.
Gordon!
And a great slide tackle by Martin Garcia. There's a push, though, by Danny Winkler. Excuse me, Johnny Winkler. It's going to be a free kick now for the Prairie Fire.
Men talk a lot more than the women do to the refs.
He gets way chippier.
You may get bowl eligible with Northwestern at home.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be nice to. Dude, and the shot by Adatayo just over the crossbar. And a good look there for the Prairie Fire. Taken by June Min.
Yeah.
There's Martin Garcia.
And no one played third.
Rafael Adiemi to June Min.
Yeah. Well, that high school's raw, dude.
Watch that though.
The high school they played for is disgusting. Like, they're still good.
Gold players.
And that's going to be out of bounds against the Green Knights. Throw in for the Prairie Fire.
Talk about moving Nolan to catcher when he first came up.
His arm.
This is arm. But I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't move him.
Bang in front of 6. There you go, Rojas. 6 coming.
I know. I didn't do it.
Legs hurting him.
Yep. Put on the back of.
They made you to.
Are those touchscreen gloves? Are those touchscreen gloves? Or
Nope.
No. It just works.
And headed by Adatayo in the middle, trying to find someone on his team. And now it's Ashton Zarang back to Sebastião Eka. Eka to Adeyemi, a little give and go action.
Gotta be smart there.
2 is 4 for 9, 45 yards.
Call for it.
I have no clue what his recruit is.
Where?
Yeah.
Just he met with Coach I, but apparently he's supposed to stay overnight. But Clarkie hasn't told me to go get him.
Go.
It's going to be a free kick for the Green Knights. Drake Vandermouse will take this. Dude, fix the time, will you?
Oh, what's on that?
37:55.
Do it for 37:45. And the free kick by Vandermouse. And a look for number 23, Caden Etzel, but saved by the Prairie Fire defense. But that's going to be a Green Knight corner.
It's like half second ahead. What was wrong?
Just pay attention if they pause it or not.
I was texting. I was texting Liv. Ooh.
Headed,
No foul. Runners.
Norbert with a cross, headed. And it's going to be a goal for the Green Knights. Now after the goal by St. Norbert, It's now 1-0.
That's going to be a card.
And it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a card on Rafael Adiemi. And sub coming on now is number 14, Joey Dorgan, replacing Rafael Adiemi. Out by Raleigh Berry. Now it's Nick Janulis.
Okay. Seriously?
And that's going to be a yellow card given to number 4, Johnny Winkler. After a tough collision with Knox's Nick Janulis. So now it's going to be a free kick for the Prairie Fire.
I don't know. Where's the line?
And a long ball from Alessandro Benelli.
Yeah, 54.
And it's going to be a foul against Adetayo Adefiore. Now it's going to be a free kick for the Green Knights.
I don't know. I can't find it.
We can't set our line that deep.
It's right there. Flicked on.
And Joao Freire does a good job of coming out and nabbing that one. It's going to be possession back to the Prairie Fire. Headed by Min. Now it's Janulis with a nice pass to Adetayo. And Adetayo does a great job of keeping it in, and there's going to be a trip now.
Everyone's fired up right now.
Oh, no. This game's very...
Especially with one team having a goal now.
Hey, like a corner!
Can we stop the time?
Like a corner! Like a corner!
And a corner kick, a free kick here for the Prairie Fires. Martin Garcia is going to take it. Oh.
Too far. Wait.
Yes! 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 And that's a goal for the Prairie Fire. That's number 14, Joey Dorgan. Woo! And it's going to be 1-1 now. The Prairie Fire tie it up. Just about 35 minutes left in the half. 2 goals coming quickly within 10 minutes of each other. And this game is turning into a wild one. And play is underway. Piqueras does a nice job. He takes it away. Now it's Janulis to Martin Garcia.
Thank you.
Now it's Martin Garcia. June Min.
Student section must be right.
Min back to Barry.
We literally only do this for postseason.
Barry to Adetayo. Adetayo looking for something in the middle, but the Norbert defense was there. Now it's Piqueres. A sub now for the Green Knights. Joey, who do we have coming on?
It looks like it'll be number 11, Seth Bolt. He'll replace number 9, Mitchell Scholes.
Thank you.
Free kick, the goal kick is underway. Headed by Joey Dorgan. Now it's June Min. The chip pass to Adetayo. Adetayo with some nice footwork. He's going to take a shot. And it's going to be wide right. Great skill there by Adetayo. It's going to be a goal kick now for Josh Koleski. With the Prairie Fire with some newfound life. And both sides really becoming aggressive and putting the pressure on each other. And Benelli defending Ben Pronge. No,
Corner.
Yeah, they kind of blew by.
Now out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Norbert. They cross in, but it's going to be cleared by Piqueres. What? And some confusion by the ref. The linesman was calling offsides, but the head referee did not see it. But the mistake was corrected, and it's going to be offsides against Norbert.
Mistake. That was weird. They didn't try a hard count or anything, man.
Transition back.
Good play call.
Here. Go ahead, Seth. Seth, go ahead. Go.
Get their tie up. Oh, that's a great
Now
pass.
Norbert. Now it's going to be Seth Bolt.
Great tackle.
Good defense by the Prairie Fire. Sebastian Eka now. He's going to give it to June Min. Trying to find Joey Dorgan, but the Green Knights are there.
No way.
It's going to go over the touchline. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Prairie Fire. Now Joey Dorgan sends it on the opposite field, trying to find June Min. Hey.
Yeah. I don't want this going over.
No.
I want the sun to come back.
I have a feeling it won't, though. Just for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Who's kicking?
Alessandro Benelli will send this free kick inside the box.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Is that a shot? Oh, we can't.
And a sub ready to come on is number 3, Pedro Mora. Is coming on to replace number 7, June Min. What?
Oh, I was just throwing that for him.
3 in for 7. What's the matter?
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah.
Oh my.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark up!
And free kick for the Green Knights. This is going to be Johnny Winkler
Garcia.
taking it.
It's on its last limb, isn't it?
And a nice shot by number 10, Ben Prange.
Go, hustle out. We go out of the air, boys. There we go, Drake. Good job, man. Turn the face. Out of the air, buddy. Where's the run?
Seth Bolt sends it downfield. It's headed by Raleigh Berry, controlled by Sebastian Eka. Now some space for Norbert just outside the box. And a close call there. Lucas Piqueres with the slide tackle. But it's going to be just outside the box, I believe. And it's going to be a corner for Norbert. Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
Time.
25-36.
Pedro! Top of the box. Pedro! No. Nothing in that area.
Open header.
And headed by Seth Bolt. Open look, but wide right.
12 is in for 17.
Let's do 65.
Good work, Tyler.
And it's going to be a foul against Adatayo Adafioye. That one's sent in the box, headed by Janulus. Now Pedro Mora sends it upfield trying to find Joey Dorgan.
No, you can't. That's you're thinking about hockey. No, you can kick a ball over your head. You just can't make contact with it anymore. In hockey, you can't hit a ball over your head. I mean, you can't hit a puck over your head. That's not the rule. I've never heard about that before.
Maddie was saying yesterday that they couldn't hit a ball over there.
Who, Maddie?
Yeah.
Ferris? Who, man? She plays softball.
I know signs. I know like penalties. I don't know those rules.
Yeah, no, that's not a rule. She has nothing.
Now Norbert on the attack here. And a good tackle by Sebastian Eka. Now it's Adetayo with the pass to Pedro Mora. It's just out of reach, and that's going to go out. And they're going to award a goal kick to the Green Knights.
Hayden, you're always gonna have pressure there. Tight touches. Good tackle. Good tackle. Here we go. Good tackle.
Now it's Ashton Zerang. Pedro Moore to Martin Garcia. Headed by Winkler. And out of bounds.
Damn. They just scored. They will eventually. They might have for the field window. She missed it.
Zerang around the midfield, headed by Garcia. Now it's Janulus back to Dorgan. Dorgan over to Adetayo. Adetayo getting around his defender. Sends a cross in. It's going to be a shot on goal. And a save by Koleski. Wonderful save. Wonderful save by Josh.
Hey, Nick.
What?
Oh,
Daniel.
look.
You gotta help Watsky if he comes
I don't know. That's Clarky, dude.
We're good. It's green now. We're good.
You're at 21-25.
So 29. Yeah, it's a done.
Sent in by Barry. Headed by Zerang. Oh my god, he hit the leg. That's Pedro Mora. Zerang to Dorgan. Dorgan to trying to find Mora, but taken away by the Norbert defense.
Martin, central! Joey, central! Joey, central!
Step left shoulder. Time on time. What?
Just out. Just,
What are you doing?
Don't ask us, man. We have no idea.
Lucas is hurt. Is that hitting?
Is it the same ankle or?
Hey, yeah, it's our ball. It's our ball.
Is that same injury?
The mic's
Hey,
not
we'll
true.
take it right here. Hey, no, don't let him press up. Hey, let it go to the keeper. Get it in.
Go down. Just go down. Yeah, he's got to stop. He can't.
Yeah, he can't move right now.
Ugh. Anybody got some IB plans? And sub coming on now is number 20, Max Warren.
Let me know the time.
And Piqueras comes off and play is back underway.
Why'd they do that? Because they stopped the play when they had the ball. So I don't know what the rule is for why we get the ball, but it's just kind of a courtesy thing to just give them back the ball because they had the ball. It's just like it's a soccer courtesy thing. It's like
Yeah, I still don't really
it's like
understand it.
dribbling out the clock at the end of the game. Or like not stealing when you're up by like 10. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Now Norbert gonna get some space trying to cross it in. It's gonna deflect off Max Warren and go out of bounds.
If you have an injured player and you don't like try to score if they're good on defense and they have an injured player, you let them foul you. You know what I'm talking about? That's kind of the same thing. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm trying to put it in basketball terms for him, but I can't.
I've seen it before, like when somebody gets hurt, but like not when like.
That's crossed in and punched out by Friere. And it's going to be out of bounds now against Norbert, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Prairie Fire.
Baseball is just not about being pushed after all.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
What?
Baseball like that, it's like just not being pushed after all.
Yeah. Now headed by Janulus.
On target.
Honestly, I'm not
Hey,
sure.
we'll take it. You can't wrap us up, referee.
That's why I hate tournaments,
Now Benelli gives it up to Mora.
especially the ones with like no run limits, because then you got teams that just run it up because like they're the top seed. I mean that sucks, but that's what you gotta do. You know?
It doesn't happen in college.
Dang, man. Now it kind of died.
Even in high school, because that's when the
What did?
tiebreakers.
Huh?
What that?
The game, dude.
Percent. That boy's fast.
Hold on. Analyze it. You know, understand it.
Oh my god.
And a tough cross there from Bolt. It's going to be knocked over the crossbar by Friere.
Let's go, Marco. Yeah. Go. Nothing here. Back post. Back post. Hey. Come out. Who's got 21? Hey, Joe. Hey, Ollie. No one free. 4. Hey. 4. Who's number 2? Who's the number 2?
Good defense there by the Prairie Fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Headed by Warren.
Nice job, Mikey.
And good clearance by Martin Garcia. Now it's out of Tayo. Pass in the middle. He's going to find Janulis, who's going to find Mora, who tips it. And nothing's going to be called as Mora goes down inside the box.
You can't close them off. Did you hear? Did you hear you? No.
Who?
That was weird. Sorry, his friend from home.
Yeah, my friend from home.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
But Tile.
If you really want, you can.
Is in town and was like wanting to go to a party, but I'm like, I think they're being pretty strict about the ID numbers.
Because I remember we went to
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Now, out of Tayo with some space here. He's going to have a little bit of an open look. He's going to try and cross it, but it's going to be deflected out of bounds.
Subs.
And a couple subs coming on now for the Prairie Fire. Number 11, Jake Toddy. Number 7, June Min. Coming off is number 3, Pedro Mora. And number 14, Joey Dorgan.
They're leaving Nick and Toddy on. Interesting. 4-4-2 acting?
They're trying to get their tall guys. Dude, Alessandro needs to get up. He needs Now it's Max Warren who's going to send one in.
Yep.
Got it.
And they're going to say, was that offsides?
No, they said he ran into a goal.
It's going to be a foul on Nick Janulis for running into the goalkeeper of St. Norbert. Headed by Jake Toddy. And a great ball from Alessandro Benelli, headed by Nick Janulis.
It looks sick.
What does?
Brooklyn's flip throw. She did it all last season. It was awesome. She would just leave it alone. She goes so much farther. She gets so much more momentum behind it.
Cleared by. Hey, heads up, heads up.
Who was it who could do that?
Yep.
It's almost as if it's supposed to do that. We're with some room here. And a great save by Joao Freire. And a shot wide right. Strong defense from the Prairie Fire right now.
On the same side.
And a player down for the Prairie Fire is number 20, Max Warren, holding his knee.
Hey, Ashton, you gotta control Jake and Martine. They can't be on the same side. All right? Because if you step.
Esta presión.
Choosing for 20.
Whoa, you good?
Who's coming on? Oh, Pav.
Pav. And coming on for the Prairie Fires, number 2, Michael Pavlik. He's going to replace the injured number 20, Max Warren.
Ooh, he can't
Up for grabs. It's going to be cleared by Alessandro Benelli. Headed by Adetayo to Nick Janulis, but Janulis loses control.
Tackle. Go, Tayo. Tayo. Press. Drop set. Go, Toddy. Toddy looks like he's playing midfield.
Jump in now.
No. Oh my God.
It's going to be a foul on Raleigh Berry. Free kick for the Knights.
What do you have on fouls?
Probably not the right number.
How am I not? Should just make.
Now it's June Min to Jake Toddy. Behind Toddy.
Thank you.
Now it's Adetayo. June Min. Comes Martin Garcia to Jake Toddy. Trying to find Garcia, who just tips it out of reach of Norbert. Now it's Garcia with the ball in, headed by Adetayo, and it's going to be wide right.
Shot for Tyler.
Yeah. They just think. Yeah, in the NFL. And a shot by Norbert and a great save by Joao Freire.
NFL you can. You just can't
Really?
be the first to make a play.
You can't touch. You.
Extends, he steps out, but he comes back in 2
Yeah.
feet down.
I see. He's the first one to touch the ball, so that's why I don't think it would count in the NFL. Anyway.
So basically, they're going to call into question whether he was pushed out or not. So it's under review.
What was it ruled on the field?
Pass, the way. Probably.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
Hey.
Doing the men's game.
Now Norbert sends a ball in. Now Adetayo. He finds Martin Garcia. Now it's Joey Dorgan with a tough touch. Now it's Zarang to June Min.
That's a trial.
June Min to Joey Dorgan.
No. Seb's gotta chill.
Transition back.
This is really annoying. You have to constantly reset this.
Played in the middle now.
Played in the middle now.
Sublime. Superb. Excellent. JK.
And pass from Norbert. They're gonna have it. They're threatening, and a shot way left and saved by the Knox defense once again.
Deflected.
Stay connected with the center back.
I don't know.
Stay connected. Use your mouth.
I don't know. I'm at 10 there. That's a total, like, spots I have. That's a lot.
Oh wow.
That's why maybe keep it 9.
Come on.
There's a cross in now, and punched out by Joao Freire, cleared by Nick Janulis,
I was going to keep that at 10. I don't know who.
and headed by Alessandro Benelli.
Come on, stick with it!
John.
You gotta want it! You gotta want it!
And the shot blocked by Martin Garcia.
Like, I should never have this with you.
And a cross in now. There's a shot, and it's going to be scooped up by Joao Freire.
They've had a lot of shots. Oh, yeah. I thought that's what you put down there. I was putting it. I don't know.
That's Nick Janulis. And just over the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick.
Hey, here we go, White!
Come on, boys.
You know, White, here, Seth. Show your feet. Seth, show your feet. Show your feet. Seth, feet. Seth, feet.
That's Alessandro Benelli with the great clearance.
Hey, turn, turn. Show your feet, Seth.
And Michael Pavlik with some great defense there.
Tag.
Punch June Min. He switches sides to Joey Dorgan. Now the Prairie Fire have a breakaway. Behind. Now it's Nick Janulis. Now it's Adetayo. He's going to take a shot on goal. It's going to be just left. Good luck, though, for the Prairie Fire.
Well done, Seth, huh? Way to get there, buddy. Hey, move it.
8:30, holy cow.
That's definitely Drish. Had to be Drish. And a good ball to Adetayo now.
Ball, ball. Let's go. Time. Hey, here we go, boys. Keep it up, boys.
And 3 minutes left here in the second half. Still 1-1. Headed by June Min. Joey Dorgan. Now it's going to be deflected back to Riley Berry. He's going to play it back to his keeper, Joao Freire.
Ollie, keep it this way. Talk. Check, check. Big one. Big. Beans. Good. Benny, you're in. Benny, you're in. Benny, you're in.
Go, Joey. Go.
Joey. Have inside. Inside.
Go, Ali.
Oh, God. Call him out. Turn. Hey, Max.
They've been clinching on my thumb like the whole half.
Hey, organize, Drake. Drake. Hey, here we go. We're good. Here we go, Benny. Turn the face, please. Turn the face, boys. Hey, 14. Yo-yo.
That's June Min.
Are you serious? That's not a handball. Okay.
And Norbert now just desperate here with about 1:30 left.
Hey, get higher. Get higher.
Good tackles. 1 minute remaining.
Way to be on top of it, Nick.
Thanks. Both teams now scrambling.
Oh.
Hey, Tim. Benny, get high. Just one more run. Hey, let's go. Put it in.
Go, come on, Joey.
No line, no line. It's going, it's going. Let's get a win here, boys. Get back, come in here. Yeah, good job, man. Turn the face. Turn the face, boys. Ball's in. Get a win here.
All right.
Behind you, that's all.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the end of regulation here, as each team managed to score a goal, but it remains tied at 1-1 at the end of the second half. We will be going to overtime after a short, about 5-minute break. Oh, NCAA overtime rules are golden goals, so the next team that scores will win the game.
And the first quarter of OT,
Brittany, you want to leave
it's going to be 10-minute quarters.
I have one.
Excuse me, 10-minute halves. And the first team to score ultimately wins the game. If both teams fail to score within the first 2 halves of OT, we will go to penalty kicks and a penalty shootout. What an exciting men's championship game matchup. The women's game earlier also went all the way to penalties, and both games today really just being a true championship game.
Everyone can just put their headlights and park on the field.
And we are underway here as Knox sends it downfield. It's Rafael Adiemi. Headed by Martin Garcia. Now it's Martin Garcia. He's going to send the ball in, just out of reach of June Min. And a hard foul, but play is going to resume. Headed by Sebastião Eka. Norbert threatening now. And a great shot there from Norbert. That was from number 12, Brandon Diorio.
Let's go. Anticipate the pass and step and load.
Okay.
Is that 10 or 12 who shot it?
12.
12.
Header boys.
They were both next to each other.
Cool. Here we go. Look in the air. Our ball, kid.
Headed by Zarang. Now it's out of Tayo. Gives it to Martin Garcia. Now up to June Min. Min has it taken away. And it's going to be a foul against June Min. Free kick for the Green Knights. Hey, we're only losing Illinois. And out of bounds now against the Prairie Fire. It's going to be a corner kick for the Green Knights. This ball's a low corner. No, shot on goal and saved by Joao Freire. Headed by Pavlik.
Austin, check shoulder. Austin, check your shoulder. No.
And cleared out by Sebastião Eka.
Now get back central rep.
And the Green Knights looking like they're flowing smoothly here.
Rep, step.
Someone take him on.
He plays it out to Bolt. Now Zarang intercepts it.
Nick, check two.
Now it's out of Tayo. Now it's Ashton Zarang. Now out of Tayo. Plays it to Janulis. Now it's Rafael Adeyemi. Ball in the middle to June Min.
Are they going offside?
Hey, chill. Sit down.
Dang.
That's going to be offsides on June Min. A great look, though, for the Prairie Fire.
Great idea.
Set. Run off it, Benny.
Headed by Molt.
You're good.
And it's thrown in. Now, booming kick downfield, headed by Pavlik. Now it's Zarang to June Min. Intercepted by the Green Knights. Now it's Demaria. Now it's Bold. And a shot is over the crossbar.
Let's go, purple.
Like all of them, they have 22. We have 12. They have almost double what we have.
Brandon, we need another win. Brandon. Second one.
And a hard tackle there by Pavlik. That's going to be a foul on the Prairie Fire right back.
We're gonna run out of daylight, dude.
And good defense by Pavlik. And that's going to be Norbert Ball.
Good job, Pav. Sam, shut up and play.
Sam! Stop worrying about it. Just play.
Headed by Min. And that's going to be going to go out of bounds against the Prairie Fire. It's going to be a throw-in now for the Green Knights. Rafael Adeyemi with speed on his side. Nick Janulis to Rafael Adeyemi, but intercepted by the Green Knights. Janulis now with the header to June Min. And out of Tayo. Clock. And Tayo hesitated, and it's going to be scooped up by Josh Koleski.
June's not okay.
No, he's bleeding.
Oh, he's bleeding?
Let's go, Pedro. And a sub coming on now for the injured number 7, June Min. Coming on is number 3, Pedro Mora.
99.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie.
Pick it up, Josh. Let's go. Get it in.
You wanna show that blanket? So cool.
Ooh, nice job, Adam.
Nice slide tackle by Ashton Zarang up to Adetayo.
Hey, Aaron, sit down. Sit down. Shoot it.
Pedro Mora. Coming on now for the Prairie Fires, number 14, Joey Dorgan. Replacing number 19, Rafael Adiemi.
Josh, what?
1 minute remaining. This ball sent downfield. Now it's Nick Janulis with a nice ball to Adetayo. Aaron, bro, you gotta sit down, bro. This guy.
Aaron, they're good. Bro, you gotta sit down. No, he's helping us. Sit down. Sit down. Sit
Yo, just sit down,
You
man.
gotta sit
Oh
down.
my God. Can you move, please?
Hey, hey, let it run out. Hey, let it run out.
10,
No.
9,
No.
8, 7, 6,
Hey, stop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I can't see, dude, when I'm counting down. When you put your head back. Yeah, so chill. Please.
Can't go
And
much longer.
we're going to start the second half of OT now.
You can see the light has changed in the sky anyway. It's starting to set, but
10 minutes of this half.
4:57.
yeah. So we're gonna have to push penalty kicks. We're gonna fit it in.
Be like, you better be right there.
Like actually, yeah, we're going. Just kidding, no break.
Yeah, y'all don't get a break for penalty.
No, we're just going straight.
They might go
But just
straight in.
imagine they would have to stay the night because like St. Mauro versus Pro, like just to like do penalty kicks. Yeah.
And now we are underway with the second half of OT. And that's going to be a goal for St. Norbert. They take the game
23,
with a header,
21 at the
and they're going to be Midwest Conference champions.